Open your phone right now. Scroll Instagram for 30 seconds. You'll see a yacht, a supercar, a beachfront villa, someone living a life that looks completely disconnected from anything you're dealing with today. That feeling, that specific mix of aspiration and quiet frustration is exactly what Rockstar built Vice City around. And GTA 6's economy isn't just going to make you feel that inside a video game. It's going to make you feel it harder than the real thing does, on purpose. Here's what everyone gets wrong about GTA 6's setting. They see Florida and think sunshine, beaches, party culture. A fun backdrop for chaos and crime. But Rockstar didn't pick Florida because it's pretty. They picked it because it is one of the most economically extreme states in America. Billionaires on Miami Beach and generational poverty 20 minutes inland. Influencer culture built on top of a working class that can't afford rent. Luxury condos going up in neighborhoods that are actively flooding. Florida is the wealth gap made physical, and Vice City is Rockstar's satirical version of exactly that. The economy they built inside GTA 6 isn't just a game mechanic, it's a mirror, and the reflection is going to be uncomfortably familiar for anyone under 30 watching this right now. And when we get to the in-game social media system, specifically how wealth gets displayed inside the world of GTA, 6 inches real-time, that's the part that stops feeling like a video game and starts feeling like a documentary about the life you're already living. Stick with me, because this one gets uncomfortable. To understand how different GTA 6 feels, start with what GTA 5's economy actually was. Fixed prices, stores that never ran out of stock, a world that didn't change regardless of what you did to it. You could burn down a neighborhood and come back 10 minutes later to find everything exactly as it was. Same prices, same businesses, same NPCs, acting like nothing happened. The economy in GTA 5 was decoration. It existed to give you things to spend money on. It had zero relationship with the world around it. GTA 6 is reportedly being built on a dynamic pricing system, where property values, vehicle prices, and weapons fluctuate based on in-game crime rates, your actions, and events happening across Leonida. Cause enough chaos in a wealthy district and property values drop. Complete a major mission that shifts power in the city and the market reacts. The world has economic memory in a way GTA 5 never came close to. Rockstar reportedly built a custom internal simulation tool specifically to test inflation, scarcity, and neighborhood collapse before implementing the system into the game. That's not a game mechanic, that's an economic model. Quick stop, because I want to know this before we go further. When you boot up GTA 6 on day one, what's the first thing you're grinding for? The mansion, the supercar, the yacht, the business empire? Drop it in the comments right now. Because by the end of this video, that answer is gonna tell me something about you that goes way beyond GTA. Now back to the economy. Here's where the satire becomes impossible to ignore. Leonida Rockstar's fictional Florida is built around the same wealth polarization as the real estate. The confirmed locations alone tell the story. Luxury waterfront Vice City on one side, the Leonida Keys, grass rivers, rural poverty corridors on the other. The characters Rockstar chose to center the story around aren't billionaires. Lucia starts the game coming out of prison. Jason is running drugs through the Keys. The supporting cast, Brian, Raul, are smugglers and bank robbers. These are people at the bottom of the wealth gap looking up at the top. And the world they're moving through is deliberately designed to make that gap feel enormous. Waterfront mansions, super yachts, luxury cars parked outside clubs, an influencer class that has turned Vice City into a content backdrop. Rockstar isn't just setting a crime story in Florida. They're building a world where the motivation for every crime is legible, because the thing you're chasing is visible everywhere you look and completely out of reach when you start. And here's the mechanic that makes all of it hit differently than any GTA before it. The in-game social media system. NPCs in GTA 6 pull out their phones and film what's happening around them. Those recordings get posted to an in-game social media platform built directly into the world, a TikTok and Instagram Reels equivalent, running inside Vice City in real time. Now think about what that means for the wealth gap specifically. The same platform that films your crimes trending is the same platform where the Vice City influencer class is posting their yachts, their cars, their beachfront parties. You are committing crimes to survive or to climb, and the world around you is broadcasting wealth constantly, on the same feed, in the same city. That is not a game mechanic. That is the Instagram experience recreated inside a crime simulator. And for anyone who has ever felt that specific frustration of watching someone flex a lifestyle that feels completely disconnected from their own reality, GTA 6 is going to recreate that feeling with the volume turned all the way up. Rockstar didn't build that by accident. They built it because it's funny. and uncomfortable, and true. Let's call this what it is. Rockstar has spent 12 years running GTA Online, one of the most sophisticated aspiration engines in gaming history. Shark cards, properties, businesses. The constant gap between what you have and what the game shows you that you could have. That loop generated billions of dollars in microtransaction revenue because it tapped directly into the same psychological mechanism as real-world wealth anxiety. You see something. You want it. The gap between where you are and where you need to be feels manageable enough to keep grinding, but just far enough to keep you spending. GTA 6 stars that loop in a world where the wealth gap is baked into the setting, the story, the NPC culture, and the social media system simultaneously. This isn't a coincidence. Rockstar has 12 years of data on exactly what keeps players inside the aspiration loop. They picked a setting that mirrors real-world wealth anxiety deliberately, and they built an economy that recreates that anxiety from the first minute you spawn in. The question isn't whether you're going to feel poor in GTA 6. The question is whether you're going to notice that it's making you feel the same thing real life already does. So here is what GTA 6's economy is actually doing, and why it goes further than any game has gone before. First, the world prices you out from the start deliberately. Dynamic property values, luxury goods, a Vice City skyline full of things that cost more than you start with. Lucia and Jason begin at the bottom of a world designed to make the top look aspirational and distant. That's not poor game design, that's Rockstar recreating the exact emotional starting position of every player under 30 who opened this video. You feel it in real life. Now you feel it in the game. That's satire working at its sharpest. Second, the economy reacts to what you do, which means your crimes have actual consequences beyond the wanted level. Cause chaos in a neighborhood and property values shift. Flood the market through criminal enterprise and prices move. Launder money through legitimate businesses and the world registers it. For the first time in GTA history, the economy isn't decoration, it's infrastructure. And every criminal decision you make ripples through it in ways GTA 5 was never built to simulate. And third, the social media system turns the wealth gap into content in real time. The same platform, broadcasting your crimes, trending across Vice City, is the platform where the influencer class is posting wealth you're grinding toward. It's the Instagram feed inside the crime game. It's aspirational poverty gamified. And it is going to be the most uncomfortably accurate satire of modern financial anxiety that any video game has ever produced. Not because Rockstar is trying to make a political statement, but because they're trying to make money, and they know exactly which emotions drive spending. Here's the thing nobody in the gaming press is saying about GTA 6's economy. The players most excited for this game, 18 to 30-year-olds, are the same demographic that cannot afford a house in most major cities, that watches influencer wealth on social media daily, that is grinding in a real economy that feels rigged toward people who started with more. Rockstar built a game set in a satirical version of Florida, the state that most aggressively represents that exact gap, with an economy designed to recreate that feeling inside a world where the only path to the top runs through crime. That's not an accident, that's a mirror. And the reason GTA 6 is gonna feel different from every GTA before it isn't just the graphics or the map or the police system. It's that for the first time the world the game is satirizing is the world the player is already living in. Here's the bottom line. GTA 5 was set in a satirical Los Angeles that felt like a funhouse mirror of celebrity culture and excess. You could observe it from the outside. It was funny, it was over the top, it didn't really stink. GTA 6 is set in a satirical Florida that reflects a wealth gap, an influencer economy, and a social media culture that your generation is living inside right now, not observing from the outside. The economy will make you feel poor. The social media system will make that feeling visible. And the gap between where you start and what the world shows you that you could have is going to feel less like a game challenge and more like a Tuesday morning. Rockstar built the most expensive game in history, and they set it in the one place guaranteed to make the people buying it feel broke. That's either the best joke they've ever told, or the most honest thing the gaming industry has ever done. Probably both. So earlier you told me the first thing you're grinding for in GTA 6. Now tell me this, is that the same thing you're grinding for in real life? Because I think for a lot of people watching this, the answer is closer than they want to admit. Drop it below. And be honest, nobody's judging.